Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Horned Frogs' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he's going to run it back. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best 2 conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
NC State with a 1st and 10 here. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's got his man.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. Running back searching for a hole. Smashes ahead. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly complete. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. That's a live ball. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the receiver getting a little ahead of himself on that one. You saw him calling for the ball. He thought he was wide open. He thought that was going to be an easy catch. The ball finally gets to him, and he drops it. If you're going to call for the ball like that and call your shot, you've got to secure the catch.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got the back over the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Trying play action. With the catch, it's Fields. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And hey, this defense now at the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep fighting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Grabs it in the middle. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll try to move the chains on 4th down. NC State comes to the line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's going to go for a big one. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Wide out in motion. On 3rd down, going up top. Working the middle, it's complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Got a man. It's Best. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that 1st down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the 1st down marker. Get in there and get it.
To the air on 1st down. Getting some heat. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
2nd down coming up. They'll go to the ground. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. So the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Finds a man in the middle. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Fast motion from the offense. They'll give it to the back. Open space at the 25. He's up to 55 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
Makes the catch. It's very air. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Pushes ahead. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Indiana unleashed unleashed a furious offensive attack and reminded folks in Bloomington of what things were like when Lee Corso was in charge. An A-plus performance from the Hoosiers. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, picked off. Looking for more room. Oh, big juke to get past. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
1st and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. He wants to throw it. Feeling some heat. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? Probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. NC State will kick off to start things here in the 2nd half. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner is stopped. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Off the play fake. He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing, and they're going to get him for grounding. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Pulls and throws out the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for that game.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Caught in the backfield, it's Stroud.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downfield anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Here's the handoff, and the Horned Frogs will move the sticks.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Got his man quickly. Nifty little dance step. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Horned Frogs are threatening on 1st and goal. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You could see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out. We can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He's going to bring it out from deep. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Fires left. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Great timing there on that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Now on first down from the 28. He's looking to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Spears. They get him down after he makes the catch.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll line up for a second down play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
This offense has a second down play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Best. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And the defense is there to stop him short of the 1st down.
And the quarterback's in the pocket, and he decides to take off and scramble and just couldn't get to the 1st down marker. You could tell he wanted to pass the football. Maybe it wasn't there. Maybe he scrambled a little bit too soon. But usually when you take off, you better know you're going to get close to that 1st down marker and get it.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Got him and nobody's close. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll try the right side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Running back goes in motion. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Coming after it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Georgia Tech pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those rambling wreck players. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams.
He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hard Frog. He is a field-flipping machine. Taking on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now.
Afterburners coming. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They go to the ground. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Spears. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. From the red zone, looking for a space. Slings it downfield. Got it! So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the fourth. Trying to find his man on first down. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Looking left. And that ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolfpack. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Man, look at this. I show you, I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. Two-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
After that incompletion, fourth and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the fourth quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
On fourth down, trying to find his man. The old coaching cliche, go win-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find